The first day of spring produced an absolutely gorgeous day in Salem, both outside of the Salem Civic Center and inside of the historic arena. Fans from both sides were jacked up for the Division III championship game that not only was witnessed by a healthy crowd inside, but by thousands more watching on CBS College Sports TV. The color guard that was comprised of members of the Salem City Police Department created some pregame order and the final moments of silence on either side of the court. Stevens Point was the home team on the scoreboard, and the Pointers took advantage of a game-high 12-point first-half effort from senior Matt Moses to offset the hot shooting East. Williams followed up its 70% second-half outburst in the semifinals by shooting 54% in the opening half of the title tilt. Troy Whittington threw down 9 in the first half, and Blake Schultz matched that number to complement his teammate. The score was tied 3 times in the opening half, and the lead changed hands twice as the East took a 32-30 halftime lead.
They're very well coached and have tough kids that commit on the defensive end and make it difficult, and they share the ball on the offensive end.
Early on, we knew that they like to post their guards a lot. So we'd already known that we'd be scratching down, helping on the guards because they would have a size advantage.
I told our guys to start the second half that this team needed to be checked under 70 for us to have a chance to win. If it got to 80, it would be much, much difficult, much harder for us to be able to win this championship. And I believe our guys really bought in to that. We've been a defensive team all year.
Williams began to methodically build a working margin out of the locker room as Schultz and James Wang, along with Whittington, helped the Eves take a 53-44 lead with under 12 minutes to play in the game.
It was not about offense, even though we were down 10. Fellas, when you're down 10 like that, it's easy for a team to panic, and we stayed the course. We kept our poise. We did not get out of character.
We just knew it was all about heart at this point in the national championship game, and we just built a lifelong memory.
We've been through in this situation before, and we've battled back to win, so we can do it again.
The Pointers realized they needed 2 things: more cowbell and more intensity on the defensive end of the floor. 3 minutes and 40 seconds after building what would be the largest lead of the game for either team, Williams found itself back dead even after Lewis Hurd drained a 3-pointer with 8:12 to go to tie the game at 56 all. The Stevens Point defense that forced 14 turnovers in the game had certainly brought the team back, but it would be a sharpshooter from the bench that would get the team over the top. Dan Tillema scored 15 points in just 15 minutes of play as he hit 5 of his 6 shots from the field, including 3 triples, and he added a key block shot with just 22 seconds left in the game.
Usually when I come in, the coaches look for me to spark the team off the bench. Usually as a player, you don't really think about it too much. You just go out there and play. I hit that first one, and that you make the first one, it gives you the confidence to keep shooting. And I had another wide open look. I just knocked it down. And a lot of those things are just instinct. You just play the game, and then everything just kind of falls into place.
Tillema got plenty of help from Jared Jenkins, who dropped in 17 points and made sure the Pointers would not relinquish the lead. Williams cut into the advantage on several occasions in the closing minutes, but Jenkins answered with a couple of key 3-pointers and a steal and driving lay-in that couldn't have come at a better time for the Wisconsin faithful.
It was a big momentum play. I think it made the lead go from 3 to 6 after that. So it was a big momentum play just to give us a little breathing space and just to give us that momentum. And momentum is a big thing in these types of games.
I thought the difference was the assist to turnover ratio. I think the stats are fairly even throughout. They had a 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio, and we had a 1-to-2.
Williams got within 2 with 1:15 to play as Wang got a steal and somehow got the circus shot to fall in off the glass. But Moses, the most outstanding player for the Final Four, would appropriately score the last bucket of the tournament to ice the 78-73 national championship victory for Wisconsin-Stevens Point.
We deserve it!
Perhaps the worst thing was for them to get that 10-point lead. We've been there before. When you get that lead and it makes the other team dig so deep and you come roaring back, and sometimes when momentum changes, it's so difficult to swing it back. But I cannot say enough about that team, and they are so well coached. Just an outstanding program, and we want to give them their doing a lot of credit.
We're very disappointed we did not bring a championship back to Williams. However, I'm very proud of the way we represent our institution and our community, and I feel like I'm the luckiest coach in the country because of how wonderful our young men are off the court and how talented they are on it.
They really got in our face and gave us some trouble. We still got, I think, plenty of threes off. Just we didn't shoot. I mean, we shot 41%, which isn't bad at all. But we usually shoot a little bit higher. But they were a very good defensive team, and they came out with a lot of energy.
I remember a couple weeks ago, and Coach had asked me what this means to me, and I said it means everything, and it really did. I did not want to end my career. I couldn't do it. And my guys, my teammates, they knew that, and they were always there for us.
This is saying that you're the best in all of D3 basketball. This right here. So it's not much better that you can get. It's like winning the Super Bowl, but not quite up to that level. But it's this is our Super Bowl for us. So this is just an amazing feeling, and we get to enjoy it for a while, and it feels good.
I think with the returning guys, we've matured more through this experience, and now we know all the possibilities, and we're confident with the future. We're confident with the people we return. Obviously, the guys we lose, you can't replace them.
Obviously, we're very disappointed that we lost, but I think just reflecting in the 10 minutes after the game, everyone's like Coach said, we wouldn't trade locker rooms for anything, and I'm happy and proud to be part of this team, and especially with the senior guys. And I know that for the rest of our lives we'll have that bond and that relationship, and it means everything to me.
There's no place like Virginia. There's no place like Salem to come and win a national title, and this is the place where the memories are at for us. And I'm so thankful to everybody that makes this so special for these young men, and I'm just so proud to be able to bring a team down here. Can't say enough about that kind of a game on the biggest stage, the brightest lights, and such a quality game between two great opponents, two outstanding programs with a lot of history and tradition.